What up, what up, what up? You already know what time it is. It's time to pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and walk into the end zone with your boy, Big Truck. Without further ado, mm, it's amazing how you have large individuals to put the truth in proper perspective, tell you how things go, and really, really dive in deep with the details. Going live today on this beautiful Shabbat Saturday. Wouldn't want to have it any other way. Connecting with all you beautiful people. Words can't express how your boy's feeling right now. And we're going to have fun with it. So, without further ado, we're going to let my man here talk. Let's get it.
Said to me the other day, what do you think is one of the number one dating problems? I said, if I tell you, you ain't gonna want to hear it. She said, no. I said, I'm gonna tell you. She said, what? I said, in most cases, a man has to change for a relationship because women want men to be a particular way. But anytime a man remotely tells them about themselves, of what they want, you have to accept them for them. And that's a problem. You want a grown person to change for you, but you're not willing to change for the grown up. In most cases, most men don't complain a lot about what they want. You talk about in most cases, lady, you get in your feelings, you're in denial. Unless you dated some very weak men. If you dated some very weak men, please do not jump in this conversation because you're going to use your very weak men and make that the standard. In most cases, most men complain less about what they want in relationships. And most women think they're better in relationships they are because most men don't complain as much.
He's telling you the truth. Ladies, I really want you to pay attention and use your ear gate. Because we're bringing this bad boy home. We're bringing this thing home. We're bringing it straight to you. Man, couldn't have it any other way. The law, it's almost like when it comes to dating, it has lost its way in this generation. It's actually worse. Animals show their love for each other more than humans do. When you see more animals showing their love for each other more than humans do, that tells you where the problem lies. You see, back in the days, relationships were fun. Back in the days, you didn't have to worry about how much a person made or what a person had. It wasn't about how much money you had to spend on a date. It came down to really about spending time with that person. It came down to what we're going to do to have fun together. That's what it came down to.
Where a lady was talking about how she found her soulmate, how her husband just worked overnight, like a really long shift, and he came home and, he was like, hey, I'm really tired. I'm going to order some food. She said, no, I'm okay. Me and the baby already ate. And then he was like, okay. So he ordered food. And when the food came from DoorDash, she opened it and she smelled it and she immediately wanted to eat. And out the bag.
She beautiful. I mean, nice little artwork on it, but she beautiful. But listen to what she's saying, though. Where's the love? Let's go.
He pulls out a burrito for her. Like he already had ordered her food. So it made her emotional, whatever. And she's like, I found my soulmate. What bothers me about that is your husband just worked an over OD shift. You ate, but you didn't have no food ready for him when he got home.
Now, you made sure your ass ate. You made sure your child ate. But what about your man? What about your husband? Why he have to go out and buy food? He thought enough to buy you something but you didn't think enough to buy him something.
And you talking about, oh, he thought about me. Why didn't you think about him? I can't with these women nowadays, bro. I cannot. You're telling me that.
See, this is what we living in. Cannot be making this shit up. You're hearing it yourself. You are hearing it for yourself. Modern feminist women are telling you how they roll. Because a real woman, a boss chick, a boss babe, she gonna look out for her man. She gonna look out for her teammate. She gonna make sure something is hot and ready on the stove for him when he come home from work.
Woman is loud, argumentative, and disruptive. The Bible speaks about it. It says that the foolish woman is clamorous. I don't know if you know this, but I played an instrument for over a decade. And when I first started playing, all I made was noise. God bless my mom's ears, because I didn't grow in mastery of the instrument yet.
Sometimes when you try to go live and you having technical difficulties and you want to find something that best fits the situation, and you know you have some good product that you want to put out there, and sometimes you just go through it. So that means it wasn't meant for that type of particular product to be played. But at the end of the day, we're going to drive that message home.
All of my power and with all of my might, I just blew into the instrument, therefore making noise. The characteristic of a foolish woman is not only disruptive, but also destructive. You know, the Bible says that a wise woman builds her home, but the foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. So how do you cultivate being a wise woman? Well, the Bible speaks of this also. Cultivate a meek and quiet spirit. Now, meek doesn't mean weak. It means strength under control. And quiet does not mean silent. It means peace and tranquility from within. So imagine a woman with power laced with poise.
Playing with people who have spiritual gifts. Stop playing with people who have a knack for intuition. Stop playing with people who have a knack for knowing, where God has employed some part of them where they see it in their dreams, they smell it, they sense it, they visualize it, they know what they know, they can hear it in your voice, they watch your body language, they ask you questions just to gauge whether it is or not you are being honest. So I'll say, and I'll reiterate again, stop playing with people who have spiritual intuition and connections, who know their body, who knows their mind, who knows what they see, and who sees you.
When you have individuals that walk in their discernment, they use wisdom, that's humble, it's the quiet people you pay attention to.
Is a man supposed to have when dealing with broken women?
Ooh. I have to say this. A lot of men do fall into this idea of, well, because we're the man, we're supposed to be more patient and fix her. But as you tolerate a lot of the nonsense, you lose her respect. And now you don't actually gain her love, all right? Because she sees you taking, she sees you accepting because a lot of times that toxic energy turns into disrespect, turns into just mistreatment, all these different things. She's not gonna love you more because you're enduring nonsense. So you just have to be clear, like, listen, I love you, I care about you. Here's the plan. If you're with me, I will support you. If you're not, you gotta go.
As men, we have to continue to set boundaries. We have to continue to set those limitations. Whatever your preference is, men, continue to stand on your preference. There's nothing wrong with the man standing on their preference. There's nothing wrong with a man setting boundaries, because at the end of the day, it's your heart, it's your feelings that you are protecting.